What is happening, guys? Martin Martinez back again. As it stands, England are due to take on Spain in the Euros final. This is obviously one of those games, even if you're just a spectator, maybe your team's already gone out, you just want to enjoy the game. This is one to watch, definitely. I mean, hey, who doesn't want to see this? Obviously, Spain have been known to be scoring their goals. They seem to have a lot of nice connection, everything else like that. And England are going in there, having just won off the back of their last game against the Netherlands. And at the same time, it seems that the team itself and the way they've been playing, again, has been encouraged to change a little bit, obviously under Southgate. Now, I don't necessarily want to get into the ins and outs of the politics of the football itself because, again, I'm not a football pundit. But that being said, one thing we got to acknowledge, and again, when it comes to being in a high-pressure position, no matter what you do, you will be criticised, whether you've done right or wrong, or whatever is right or wrong in the circumstances, someone will criticise you. Now, don't get me wrong, even myself, I was watching the England games, I was saying this is boring, what's going on, everyone's passing back, there's no fight going forward, it doesn't seem like anyone's particularly desperate to try and score a goal, hoping for extra time. I'm not going to get into individual plays and so forth, that's not necessarily the point. Now, Gareth Southgate, obviously, I think it was Euro 96, when he missed his penalty. And obviously, you know, he's had to bring himself up from that and continue. He's gone into management. He's gone and done his thing. And on top of that, he's got the team right about now again. And in this international fixture, and they've gone to a final. I mean, who would have seen that? I wouldn't have seen it coming. But nonetheless, that's what's happened. Now, whether they win or lose, I mean, again, I think it's a very difficult one in respect of saying he's done wrong and everything else like that. But whether they win or lose, whatever he does, he will be criticised. If they win, and it's due to some type of, let's say, I don't know, maybe a mishap from the referee, something's not quite, it's not necessarily flowing football, but they still go on and win, I'm sure someone will be unhappy with it. If they lose, obviously everyone's going to be like, well, you know, this isn't, you know, we're playing Spain, we expect it to happen, but people will criticise. Now, whether Gareth Southgate is going to go out as a manager or is going to stay in, who knows? But I think if he's getting into the final at this point, I can't necessarily see why he would go out. Obviously, we have to see how the game goes and how they play. But if they're set up to be playing attacking football, I'm sure at some point someone will have an issue with it because, again, some people may say they're overcommitting. You know, they're not defensive enough. Who knows? But when you're in these high pressure positions, you know, you're working in like a, how could I say, very unique set of circumstances. For anyone working obviously at that level in a profession. So whatever he does will be subject to some type of scrutiny, and that's going to come part and parcel, you know, with any type of high pressure position that you're in. So my question is to you guys, do you feel like it's going to be a way of, again, whatever you do, damned if you do, damned if you don't, you can, you know, you win some, you lose some, you know, people are always going to be unhappy, people are going to be unhappy, people are going to be happy, whatever it may be. So I think from my perspective, I was even concerned about the way they were playing. I was extremely unhappy with what I saw when the football wasn't flowing. But at the same time, we've seen the likes of different players bring out some spark of genius in the time it needed to be there. So who's to complain? They've got to the final now. Does it really matter? Does it really matter how they've won? If England get to a final or not? So if they do go on to win it, does it matter because they get in penalties, or does it matter because maybe it's a scruffy goal and they win it? Who knows? Obviously, again, playing against Spain is not going to be an easy game. But my question to you is, do you find, again, is it damned if you do, damned if you don't? You could do the right thing, or let's say you do the most prosperous thing. And again, if he plays a team that he thinks is going to be the best type of team, will that get the job done? Let's say it doesn't. Do you still blame the guy, or do you think, actually, you know what, they did their best? What more can we ask for? Again, against stiff competition. It's not necessarily someone who's, you know, a team that's just started off yesterday. So that's my video on this one, guys. Leave your comments down below. I've started another channel called The Accidental Entrepreneur. That's up and running actually, and that's on a podcast as well. And yeah, leave your comments down below. Peace.